Hello, this is Fear Dragon coming at you with another StarCraft 2 netcast. Today we have a Protoss versus Protoss. This is from the After Hours Gaming League Twitter versus GREE, game number 3. Currently, Twitter is up 2-0 against Team GREE, and Team GREE has to make a miracle reverse all-kill comeback. Of course, this is with the Pro League format, so each player really only plays once, except in potentially the ace match. But with that being said, we're going to go ahead and jump in and introduce these players. Spun down here in the bottom left-hand corner of this map, we have the blue Protoss player representing Team Twitter is going to be Twitter's Caesar. He is currently a Protoss player 2-1 in the After Hours Gaming League, and both of those 2 wins are actually in PvP, so he is very well skilled in Protoss versus Protoss, I will tell you that. And his opponent, spawning up here in the top right-hand corner of this map, we have the red Protoss player representing Team GREE is going to be GREE's Aislematt. I assume that's how this is actually pronounced. Aislematt. He's currently a Protoss player who is 0-4, unfortunately, in the After Hours Gaming League. Going to be looking for that first win that he can get in the league. And I will say, he, in previous Protoss versus Protoss, has been seen to 4-gate a bit. So we'll end up seeing if he actually decides to go for that same good old 4-gate. He did actually go for the 12-gateway, as did his opponent. So a lot could happen over here. We do end up seeing pretty normal looking builds outside of that, though, coming out of both of these players. Everything lining up pretty much the same, especially everything except for maybe simulators being 2 to 5 seconds off. Not a big deal. And Protoss vs. Protoss in Heart of the Storm has been one of those really interesting matchups, and I mean, there's so many different potentials and possibilities. 4-gate is still very much an option, but we have also seen a lot of that Dark Templar rushes. We've seen Stargate play. Actually, in this series, we saw Stargate play in the Protoss vs. Protoss matchup, going for some Void Rays. Didn't actually end up working out in game number 1 for Team GREE, but Void Rays can do an excellent job just charging up on your opponent's Stalkers, and even their Immortals can take out those Hardened Shields pretty fast. So not really sure what we are going to be expecting. We could even see some Blink Stalker play. That has also been very, very popular, especially in Wings of Liberty. Though I have to say that the advantage of the Mothership Core being out in Heart of the Storm does allow you to use your Photon Overcharge on your Nexus. Makes doing that Stalker Blink harassment into the main much more difficult to actually accomplish. With that being said, we actually see quite a bit of Chrono Boost energy being saved up, and even though there has been a second Gas Geyser being taken before GREE's Aislematt, I feel like he's going to be super duper aggressive. We could actually still see some kind of variant of a 4-gate coming out of him, or maybe we'll see the next level of tech that's going to come out very soon out of him. There are so many different possibilities. We'll have to wait and check to see what he's up to, as he's definitely planting down the proxy pylon, wants to be aggressive for certain, but with what, we're going to have to wait and see. In the meanwhile, we see 3 gateways out of Caesar. So Caesar going to be playing a pretty safe play, and actually we see a 4th gateway, so this is going to be a 4-gate coming out of Caesar. And he only has one assimilator and has all that Chrono Boost saved up as well. Going to be getting a Mothership Core. So this is going to be a 4-gate with a Mothership Core against a potentially a slightly delayed 4-gate, actually, it looks like. I'm actually not sure how well this is going to work out. Yep, it looks like a 4 gateways out for Aislematt, but his 4 gateways are going to be a little bit more delayed. I'm actually not sure if this gateway is going to finish in time. We have still about 45 seconds left on that, and only 20 seconds left on Warp Gate technology, so this could actually prove quite difficult for Aislematt, and we do end up seeing some nice micro from Aislematt. Does actually lose that first Stalker, though, against the Zealot. A little bit unfortunate, but he does manage to get a little bit of a lead, I think, in the Stalker versus Stalker micro. I think that he has more health on and shields on his Stalker. No, doesn't quite have it, but we do end up seeing some pylons being established by Caesar. So Caesar looking to conquer the world with all these pylons, and actually has a Stalker and a pylon in the main base of Aislematt. Is he going to be prepared, as it looks like his Warp Gate technology is already finished up? He's already warped in all those Stalkers, and we only have a single sentry being warped in. That is not what you want to do right now, as the Stalkers are already inside your base. Now we end up having the Mothership Core actually coming in. He's going to add a little bit to the DPS. That's more DPS that Aislematt just does not have. Time Warp actually being utilized on those Stalkers, not actually getting picked off, though. and having this proxy pylon inside of the main base is going to be so advantageous. And now all the probes are actually going to get picked off. Oh no, poor Aislematt actually down so many probes. We can actually see, though, that Caesar really only made 17 probes, so that's why he was able to get everything out so fast. And one of these gateways is actually getting deep power. That's going to be super detrimental, especially, I mean, only having this many probes is also super duper detrimental, especially considering he has less stalkers still out. I feel like we're going to be seeing a GG out of Team GREE's Aislematt. So Team Twitter takes the series 3-0 with a complete all-kill victory. And not really even dropping a single game, so poor Team GREE did not manage to find their win in the After Hours Gaming League just quite yet, but hopefully they'll find it in their next week's match. So congratulations to Team Twitter, taking a fantastic win in this best-of-5 series against their opponents, and I believe that will put them to be 3-3. Let me double check that. Yeah, no, 4-2 is what they'll score will now be in the After Hours Gaming League. So they're looking very strong in their Division 2 group. So root for them if you're a fan of Twitter. With that being said, congratulations once again. Well played by both teams. And the series will be over, so congratulations. I will see you guys next time. Thank you guys so much for tuning in.